Hello and welcome to another video. So today I am doing another Percy Jackson DIY, and what could we be making today? Well, today I'm planning on making a Percy Jackson survival kit. And what is it that demigods need most to survive? No, it's not their weapons, it's Ambrosia and Nectar. Now I'm sure you've all had that experience of reading the book and reading Percy describe how good nectar tastes or how good ambrosia tastes and how good it makes him feel. And we've also wanted to try it, so now I'm going to actually get to try it for the first time. So I actually went over to the Rick Riordan official website to check out if they actually had an official recipe, and they do. They have an official recipe for both the ambrosia and the nectar, but I read them over and I wasn't exactly convinced, especially for the ambrosia, since the ambrosia is literally like what ambrosia is in real life and not what we get to see in the books, because in the books it's usually like a small baked good, something you can eat pretty easily, and I think in real life it's like a fruit salad, so not exactly the same thing. Therefore, I chose to completely ignore the official recipes and search for my own, and I'll leave both the official recipes and the ones I'm going to be using down in the description below, so if you actually want to make them, you can, and since this is a DIY, you totally should. And when I finally try them, I can finally confirm if I am a demigod or not, since if a normal mortal takes nectar or ambrosia, they will die. So, I guess we're finding out today. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want to listen to music while you bake, I definitely recommend the Lightning Thief musical because it is definitely a banger. Melt some butter. It's easier if you have it in small cubes. In a bowl, mix together the cream cheese, 2 eggs, some lemon juice, sugar, a lot of sugar, like a disturbing amount of sugar, some vanilla extract. Mix it well, and then find out that it's very hard to mix something with just one hand while you're filming. It's a mess. There you go, that's how it's actually supposed to look like if you mix it well. Then add all of your melted butter, and then you mix that with one hand, of course. Mix it until it has this consistency. In another bowl, whisk the flour, baking soda, and salt together. Mix with one hand. It's all very, very messy. Then notice that your flour bowl is the big one when the big one should have been used for the wet ingredients. Have a complete mental breakdown over what you're going to do next. Then decide to put the flour in a smaller bowl and throw basically all of it out. And then, once you've transferred it to the right bowl, you mix the dry and the wet ingredients, little by little, and you mix it again with only one hand until it is mixed completely and looks something like this. Then you want to put your chocolate bits in and fold it in, nice and gently, because you do not want to overmix this. Once it's done, it's time to prepare the pan. I'm starting to think that maybe it's too much batter for just one pan, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. So you want to grease it. There you go, butter. Now grease it. There you go. And put some flour on it so it doesn't stick. Perfect. And then you're ready to put in your batter. There you go. Spread it nice and evenly so it cooks well. Again, doing this with one hand is very hard, so that's better. Once it looks something like this, you want to put it in the oven that you preheated before. And you will leave it inside at 375 for around 15 minutes. And now, finally, for my favorite part of the baking process. Cleaning. Okay, so while the ambrosia is in the oven, let's go over the recipe and the ingredients we'll need for the nectar. Gotta say, it's looking pretty good. Butter in a saucepan on medium-low heat. Flour and stir for 3 to 5 minutes. Bring to a slow boil. Then prepare the other ingredients, like the cornstarch, the milk. Keep whisking. The sugar, the vanilla extract, and some baking soda and some salt. Then pour that into your mixture and mix frequently because it will get thick and you don't want it to burn. I don't know how this is going to taste like. I'm actually kind of nervous. Now for the best part, to make it blue. Come on. Maybe that's too much. It's definitely enough. Oh my god, that's so blue. This is working out so much better than my blue cookies. It looks so blue. So now I have to bring it to a boil and wait for it to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. So I guess it's cleaning time again. But first, let's go check on our ambrosia. 7 minutes to go, and you can't see it very well, but it's looking pretty darn fine. Oh my god, the low boil is happening! I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but did I just dye my spatula forever? Is it like going to be blue now? Is that what's happening? And also, why the heck is this thickening so much? Am I going to be able to drink this is my question. Okay, so I just transferred the nectar into another bowl so it would cool quicker, and the consistency right now, it's like so weird. It's like a paste or jello, and I'm so confused. But for now, I'm gonna wait for it to cool, and right now I'm still waiting for this thing to be done because I think I had my oven on too low and it's still pretty raw in the middle, so fingers crossed that will be done soon. Okay, let's see if this is finally done. Let's see. Nope. Well, pretty clean compared to before, so it's done. I don't feel like having it in the oven anymore. So, back to whatever this is. I'm supposed to fold in some chocolate chips, so let's do that. More. That seems like enough. What a weird consistency. I don't think I can drink this. I think this is supposed to be a drink, but it's more like yogurt. I definitely did everything that it said in the recipe, so I don't know if you make this recipe and it comes out looking differently, please let me know down below because I am really confused. So I think I'm gonna have to eat my nectar with a spoon. I obviously put it in my Percy mug, so I guess I have to taste this now. So I had to put the ambrosia back in the oven, which I don't know if it's gonna work now, but apparently I literally just saw this happen on Sugar Rush and I should have known better, but I think I put too much batter and that's why it's taking so long to fully cook. And now I'm worried that it'll never will, but I can't have like raw batter, so I'm just gonna have to wait. I mean, I should have known because, you know, when you're a demigod, nothing comes easy to you. Everything is like really tough and a lot of bad things happen. So I should have known it would have translated to baking. If making ambrosia that can literally heal your broken bones were easy, everyone would do it. It's been there for like more than 45 minutes, so I think this is the best we're gonna get.
It's gooey.
That actually looks way better on camera than it does in real life. So now I guess it's time to see what a judge thinks about these. Okay, so here is our guest judge. Yay! Okay, so what do you want to try first?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's start off with the Nectar. This is actually Nectar inspired by Percy Jackson. And since everybody tastes something different when they have Nectar because it's their favorite taste in the world, I used a recipe that makes it taste like homemade chocolate chip cookies because that's what Percy tastes when he tries it. So I think we're gonna use a spoon for this because it doesn't look very chuggable. So shall we?
Okay.
It's very jiggly.
Tastes like chocolate.
It tastes like something familiar, but I don't know exactly what it is. Can't pinpoint it. He's going in for seconds.
It's good.
Okay, good, because I didn't want to be the only one that had to eat this whole thing.
The texture's kind of weird.
It's so weird.
It's good.
On a scale of 0 to 10, what do you give it?
8.5.
8.5, that's pretty good. I think the texture is what brings it down a little bit. Because this is supposed... They drink this in the books.
No way.
You can drink this. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 because the texture for me is just like not doing it. But okay, let's try the Ambrosia squares. So I actually had a bit of trouble with these ones, but I'll let you just see for yourself.
They look like brownies.
They do. I think they're supposed to be like kind of like blondies.
Oh, okay.
They're still a little bit hot. You like it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good.
Because I think they were in the oven for almost 50 minutes, and they just weren't cooking right. And they were supposed to be in the oven for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow. It's really like doughy.
Because it wasn't cooking. So I just gave up and took them out.
Makes sense.
But it's very gooey in the middle. That's
Yeah.
why. So I was completely cut off, but what I was saying is that I don't typically like the corners or the sides of the brownies, but I think that in this one particularly, since it's so gooey, I like them better.
Yeah.
So what's your judgment? From 0 to 10.
I give it a 9. It's really good.
I give it an 8.5 because 1, I'm very hard on myself with baking, and 2, I like gooey brownies, but I also like them when they're actually baked. And this one...
I like this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because there's a lot of it over there and we have to eat all of it.
Great.
Okay, so thank you for coming and you can keep eating now.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so that was my video making a DIY survival kit based on the Percy Jackson books, and let me tell you, I am so full after eating like 1.5 squares of ambrosia and this much of nectar that I'm like done with the day. I can't do anything else today. I definitely can't eat anything else today. I just want to like lay down and sleep. But I do have to say that even though I put too much in and it didn't bake all the way through and it was a little bit ooey gooey, the ambrosia squares were definitely a win. I would actually consider doing them again, but I would use 2 separate pans because I don't want this mess to like happen again. But honestly, with every spoonful of nectar I shoved into my mouth, I just liked it less and less. I couldn't get over the weird texture that it has. It's like a weird mix between Jell-O and yogurt, and that's not really what I imagine nectar to be. I imagine nectar to like be more of like a rich hot chocolate. So I don't know, if you've tried to make Nectar at home, whether it's based on the official recipe or on the recipe I actually did, please tell me if I did something wrong or if that's how you were supposed to do it. I think I might have like boiled it too much. I don't know, I'm just so confused as to what happened. It looks like a failed science experiment, but that's it. That is my Percy Jackson's DIY survival kit. I really recommend that you guys try these at home. Maybe like try the official recipe and tell me how it went, and maybe I'll try to do that one like another time. But yep, the Ambrosia squares were very good. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please comment down below if you did, leave a like, subscribe, click the little bell icon so you get notifications every time I post, and I post a lot every single Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. So if you want to see more from me, there's a lot of videos like this one down in my channel. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!